welcome to Baking with Kitten and Claw. Oops.
Hey!
And today we will be baking a super moist triple chocolate fudge cake. And the special thing about it is it has pudding in the mix, which is really cool. It says it right there on the box. There's pudding in the mix. Cool. So for the ingredients we need frosting to put on the cake, scissors to open the bag, 3 eggs, some mix, some measuring cups, a mixing bowl, and we'll get out the cake pan later. So our first step is we're going to be needing to wash our hands. But luckily we had washed our hands prior, so we're good. Take your cake mix, and just to make sure you don't get all messy when you're baking your cake, take some scissors and cut off the end like that. You'll get a nice hole where you can pour in the mix. Next, take out your measuring cups. It's important to put your measuring cups in the bowl that you are going to be mixing with.
Oh, and guys, like and subscribe. Let's hit 5,000 likes.
No!
And we'll do another cooking video.
No. Let's at least hit 10, okay? We're not that popular, but let's get
50. 50's
10. Jeez. Your next step is to make sure that the hole you cut is wide open so that the cake batter flows out. Make sure you get a nice sized bowl. If you get a bowl too small, you won't have enough room. If you get a bowl a bit too big, you'll think you didn't get enough items. So it's nice to get a nice enough bowl, big enough for what you need. Your next step is to pour the cake mix into the bowl. And it's okay if you washed your hands to mess with the cake mix a little to make sure that all the ingredients that they put in the cake mix are all mixed up. Stop it. Okay, your next step is adding in the water. Now, for the water, it calls on the back of the box, it calls for 1 1/4 cup. Right here we have 1 cup and a 1/4 cup. So let's go get some water. Alright. Now the recipe calls for 1 cup. Oops, don't spill. And a 1/4. Now you're going to gently take these over, and it's important to start with water first, then go to oil, then eggs, because then the water has time to mix with the mixture. And the oil calls for 1/2 cup, and I have 1/4 cup here, so I'm going to put 2 cups of oil, or 2 1/4 cups of oil in this. Now,
One second, guys. We'll be right back.
okay, we're back, and we got some olive oil, yay, to put 2 of these. Now, here's a baking tip. If you don't have a garbage can like us right next to you, take your garbage and put it inside the box. That way it's all portable in one trip. Okay, so let's get on with the olive oil. My assistant here, he's going to hold the cup over the bowl so that if any olive oil spills, it's in the mix and not on the table. 1 cup.
And I can see it with my thumb.
And 2 cups. Okay.
Just so you guys know, on the first video, I was actually using a phone, and this video, I'm still using my own phone.
Okay. Now we're going to make sure that we put away the things we don't need right now. Now, most of you guys know how to crack an egg, thinking by hitting the edge of the table, but that's not hygienic. You know, there is a lot of grime and dirty stuff that gets on the edge of the table. So, you have to crack it on a flat surface, like this. You'll get a little crack, and that's when you know it's okay to open the egg. Put the eggshell in the box and move on. Second egg, just so you quick run. Crack, or smack, crack, out. Now my assistant here is going to crack the egg. Crack, or smack.
You have to
Smack, crack, throw it away. And it's okay if you don't get it at first, but for now, this is what it looks like. And you would think now is about the time where we should start mixing, because this is all the ingredients that they called for in the cake batter recipe. But I have one little trick up my sleeve. My assistant here is going to hold the phone.
Whew. Just gotta wash my hands.
Okay.
Because I don't want to get all of that yolk all over my hands.
Yes, and it's important to learn, use your thumbs, your only thumbs, to put pressure on the egg. That way it'll open up with your thumbs and you'll be able to hold. That's why it's important to wash your hands, so that if you have any bad stuff if you didn't wash your hands, you probably have all this bacteria and debris on your hands that you don't want to get inside the egg and get people sick. Okay, my second option. This is optional. I love doing this. I take some vanilla extract, pour it in the lid, and boom. Just a little bit of vanilla extract will give you a lot of flavor. Now my assistant here is going to stir, and hopefully the cake batter turns out right. Okay guys, we're back, and I just realized I forgot to preheat the oven. You can't see it very well on the box, but it says if you have a dark pan like this pan, it's a very special cake pan, but if you have a dark pan like this, you have to preheat the oven to 325.
If you have a light pan, you can preheat it to 350. Right?
Yes. So if you ever have a dark pan like mine, a dark non-stick pan, you preheat it to 325.
When you're done mixing up the
But even if it says non-stick, you should always take your oil, because you don't want to make the cake stick to the bottom of the pan. I did that once and it did not turn out great. Well, we'll see you when the cake batter's ready. No. Okay, we're back, and my assistant here, Claw, has finished mixing up the dough. And it doesn't look really correct right now. That's because it isn't baked yet. We have to bake it. So
and
we're going to carefully take the bowl over to the pan, where we will put the spray in, and then we will pour in the cake batter. Okay, we're back, and we've got our cake batter here, our spray, and our cake pan. Alright, Claw had something to say.
So, guys, when you subscribe, there will be a little bell right next to the subscription button. Click that, and you'll get every single notification for our channel.
And you'll be able to keep update with our videos. Yay! And hopefully episode 2 of baking cakes will come out. Okay, let's roll along and bake this cake. Okay, so our first thing to do is you don't want the cake batter to stick onto the pan when you bake the cake. So what your first thing is going to do is you're going to take this spray, and if you don't have it, that's okay. It's vegetable oil. You can get it for like not even $1 at